I want to tell you a quick story before I hand it over to Oren, very quick, okay? Because this was a big realization I had. We just took 12 investors to Italy earlier this month, okay? There's 60 people in our special purpose vehicle right now. If we fill it, we'll end up having like a 10% ownership in a publicly traded company in like 24 months, which is kind of unfathomable. But the point is we took 12 investors and they toured the facility together, right? And one of our investors said, guys, you are tremendously underselling this opportunity, okay? And it's true. And the point is once you see what's happening, okay, you can't unsee it, right? The trip starts in Venice, right? And when we were in Venice, I just remember walking around and thinking about like, wow, this is so beautiful. And like, look at all of the intricate stories and all of the art and craft and all the rest of it that's going on here. I took this picture with my phone. This is just like, look at this. This is like stone sculpture, right? And I started asking myself, like, why is this going on here, right? What is happening? And I looked up like, okay, St. Louis, where I'm from, is older than the United States of America. Like, what is the oldest building? Okay. And it's the old cathedral. It was built in 1770. So I didn't lie, pre-country. But the point is it was built out of wood. Okay. And then it started collapsing. So they had to build it out of wood again. All right. And then in 1831, they eventually got it right and started building it out of limestone. Okay. From Illinois. All right. So we had to build this 3 times in St. Louis to get it right before we actually built it out of stone. Meanwhile, in Italy, the Verona Colosseum was built in year 30. Jesus was alive when this building was built, okay? They have been working on this concept and working with stone for our entire existence of the calendar, okay? And so the thing is, I started kind of, I'm a frameworks guy. I really like thinking about frameworks. I love Jim Collins, all right? And Jim Collins uses this wonderful bright red color. So I hope it's not burning your eyes at home on the screen. But the point is he has this hedgehog concept, right? And the hedgehog concept is like the secret to a strong business. It's where you figure out what you're passionate about, you figure out what you're best in the world at, and then you figure out, what drives the economic engine. The craft of working in stone seems to fall here in Italy for centuries, okay? The next step is you take that hedgehog concept and then you start to build a flywheel around it with disciplined people, disciplined thought, disciplined action, and that's ultimately what allows you to innovate and create differentiators beyond what anyone else can even achieve, okay? Our partner in this deal has done 80 factories before this one. This is the 81st factory, and they've been doing this for 63 years. Who's in charge of my slides? One more thing. When you go to Breton and see the factory, what you start to realize is these buildings, there's multiple buildings, 1.5 million square feet. It's huge. It's like being in the Grand Cathedral. Like you can't even fathom how big these things are. Like there's like 1,000 people working in these buildings. This right here, just behind all of this is our second unit that's on order. They're completing the creation of this unit and shipping it to us. The first one's already on the water. Just to try to explain to you the size of this machine, if you look at this photo really closely, you'll see that's actually me way back there in the door to try to show you how big this is, okay? And the thing is this is only half of the machine in the shot. There's another, it continues on.